Hello there. I am definitely not a robot, but this week's project is making robots with cardboard. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and come on over here. Put my robot helmet down on the side over there so it's out of the way. So we are going to make robots this week. I'm going to show you a couple different ways of doing that. We can make the simplest type is really with a square, one of the smaller tissue boxes, okay? Wrapping it with tin foil and then giving him some arms of some sort and decorating the face. You can also use a cereal box, okay? And I will show you that, and I'll also show you how to make arms that can move back and forth. And, well, let's get started. First one I'm going to show you is the tissue box. So, we start with a tissue box like this. We're going to take a flat piece of tin foil, put that in the middle, and then I'm going to fold it up. Now, depending on the students that we're doing this with, we are going to sort of scaffold, and do what they may need help with, and then ask them to do parts that they can definitely do, or that we want them to practice doing, like press, squeeze, press, squeeze, and I'm just folding it up and around into the hole that the tissues would normally come up out of, okay? Now, to make an arm, kind of like this one, I'm going to take a piece of tin foil and I'm just going to sort of crumble it up into a rod. And that's something that students can squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And if we leave one end of that rod a little open, it'll be easy to then tape it onto the side of that tissue box. And duct tape is fantastic for doing that. When we use the duct tape, I like to take the pieces and sort of rip them into a little bit thinner pieces, because then it's easier, they're a little easier to use. My arms here are probably a little longer than they could be, but that's okay. I don't think this robot will mind. Okay. Actually, looks kind of cool. And I could even bend them like that. Hello. Also, you can wrap a cup in tin foil the same way I just did with the tissue box. You could wrap a cup, and that is great to use as a head or as a nose or feet. You could use two of them, or even a mouth. The next thing I want to show you is with the cereal box. Now, this cereal box, here we go. I'm just wrapping it in duct tape, and that's an alternative to the foil. I could wrap this in foil. I'm use the duct tape for this one. The other thing that you can do is to take paper or foil and put it on there and then make it like a square area. So I'll show you how to do that on the back of this robot. And my foil doesn't need to be perfectly square for me to make a square on my robot here. I just need to put my duct tape on so it makes that shape. There we go. And you can see how we start to get that rectangle there, okay? The other thing that I wanted to show you was how to attach these arms so that they can, oh, his head just fell off. How to attach these arms so that they can move. I'm gonna take your head right here. Sorry, buddy. So, you're gonna start with a paper towel tube or a toilet paper tube. It can be cut to whatever shape, length you want it to be. I'm going to use something a little bit with a point to make a hole in my tube, and I'm also going to make a hole in the side of my box here. Then I'm going to wrap this tube in duct tape. I could probably wrap this tube in foil too. That is another option. If either you don't have the duct tape or you just like the shiny look of the foil. So then, once I cover this in the duct tape, I'm going to look inside my tube. I'm going to find where that hole was. I'm going to poke through the duct tape so that I get that hole. To attach it, I'm going to use some of these paper fasteners. These are really great for using for this type of technique. I'm going to reach into my cereal box and try and, actually I'm going to open this up first. I'm going to open up the paper fastener. There we go. Then I'm going to pinch it, stick it through the hole. There we go. Find my arm, and we are going to connect this arm here. There we go. And I'm going to stick my finger back in there and flatten it out again so that it stays. Okay. Yeah, voila. Okay. You can make a head out of anything you want to. This guy's head that fell off before, just made from a piece of cardboard that I kind of folded a couple times and taped it together. And it's okay if it's not a perfect square. This is certainly not a perfect square. And you can attach it with another piece of duct tape. Like that. Hello. And then I could wrap the head in duct tape, and I can decorate, I can make the face with anything I want to, like these are really cool. Caps. Okay. Definitely very robot looking. And you could use whatever you want. You have cotton balls. This guy has cotton balls as eyes, or you can use googly eyes, which are always a favorite if you got them. The other thing we have you can use is our pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are great for making antenna like this. And I just fold a little bit over, tape it down, and then you're good to go, okay? You could also use the pipe cleaners to make a mouth or a square shape. Like that. And then I could tape that on there or glue it on to his face, okay? And I think that is all I'm going to show you today. It's a lot to sort of take in and a lot of different techniques that you can use to make your robot. I hope to see you at our Zoom call on Thursday. It's our Thursday art show and share at 1 p.m. on Zoom. The link is in the same folder you're seeing this in. There's a link that says Thursday show and share. So click on that document and please join us at 1 o'clock, okay? Thanks, see you later.